A pair of Colorado lawyers are finding out the hard way that filing frivolous lawsuits based on a complete fantasy of election fraud doesn't pay off. In fact, a federal magistrate judge this week ruled that those lawyers now have to pay up for filing these ridiculous fantasy-filled lawsuits trying to challenge the 2020 election results on behalf of Donald Trump. Now, for the record, there is no indication that Trump was involved with these two specific lawyers, and these two lawyers were not associated in any way with Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani, or all of the other, lawyers out there who've been filing these fictitious lawsuits. No, this was a separate issue. And this week, the magistrate judge ruled you have to pay for the defendants' court costs, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, because these two lawyers filed their class action lawsuit against quite possibly every single individual and corporation they could fit into a single lawsuit. And the defendants include Facebook, 4 elected officials in different swing states around the country, Mark Zuckerberg himself in addition to Facebook, and of course Denver-based Dominion Voting Systems. So again, they were just, throwing the spaghetti at the wall, seeing what was going to stick. We're suing everybody in this class action lawsuit alleging fraud. And here's what the judge had to say. The lawsuit put into or repeated into the public record highly inflammatory and damaging allegations that could have put individual safety in danger. Doing so without a valid legal basis or serious independent personal investigation into the facts was the height of recklessness. So basically, not only is the judge saying, yeah, you're going to have to pay up for this, but you guys are idiots for not even investigating this yourselves, even a little bit, looking into whether or not your false claims could have any truth to them at all. They just filed the lawsuit, ran with it, and now they have to pay up. I hope what we see from this point forward is more judges all across the country doing the same thing. They need to hit Rudy Giuliani. They need to hit Sidney Powell. They need to hit Jenna Bush, Jenna Ellis, whatever her name is, Jenna somebody. It's either Ellis or Bush. I can't quite remember. But either way, they all need to be hit with these similar charges for filing these frivolous and fictitious lawsuits. Because after all, there's not a whole lot of remedy for the parties who are being sued under false pretenses. Yeah, the lawyers could face sanctions. They might even be disbarred. In fact, the group from the Texas bar is trying to get their Attorney General Ken Paxton disbarred for filing a lawsuit challenging the results of the 2020 election. But in terms of the defendants, they don't have much recourse other than attempting to recover the court fees, the lawyer fees, and all of that they had to pay as a result of these frivolous lawsuits. And I hope they do that in more instances. Because these individuals need to learn that you cannot just do this. You can't make a mockery of both our election system and our judicial system and get away with it. They need to follow the example of this federal magistrate judge over in Colorado and start hitting the rest of these idiot lawyers with massive fees and fines. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.